What's up, guys? I'm chilling in the garage again, working on the RX-7. Just kidding, that car sucks. I'm actually working on the Beamer. Yeah, it turns out cylinder 2 and cylinder 5 drop compression. Assume it's piston rings based on the fact that, you know, I could pull the valve cover cap off and it was smoking out of there like a, you know, steam engine train. In hindsight, they were probably bad from the beginning when I got the car, based on the fact that throughout the whole time I had this thing, I had this weird thing going on. When I would stay on limiter for a while, my plugs would foul up. So I assumed they were, you know, blow by. It was loading up on the spark plugs. But anyway, went to the junkyard, got another motor. Hopefully this one's good. It said good engine on the roof. I already disassembled the old block. Where's all the stuff under there? I got some in the cabinets. So I pulled the APR head studs out. I'm going to throw the APR head studs in this engine. I got all new gaskets and everything to reseal this thing up. And we're going to throw it back in. I got a week to finish this before the next drift event I'm going to. Also going to do a little upgrade. I'm going to swap this out for an M50 manifold. I'm going to cut my muffler off too, make it a little bit louder. But other than that, it's pretty much going to be the same build, all same turbo stuff. You know, nothing was bad with any of the eBay turbo stuff. Turbo's still good, exhaust manifold's still good, no cracks. So yeah, let me get into this. Alright guys, it's Friday night. Just got home from work, got the nice sounds of rush hour traffic driving by. Here with my buddy Andy. Say hi. And so head studs are in. You can see them there. Yup. Alright, got the valve cover back on and all buttoned up. We'll flip the motor around. Andy's gonna work on the oil pan, pulling that off. I'm gonna put the manifold back on and we'll go from there. Alright, it's like 10 o'clock at night. Andy's about to put on some good tunes. Wait, turn that off. I don't want to get copyrighted. But, so we threw the trans on just for a little bit, just to test compression. 4 of 6 cylinders are good. 2 got around like 90 PSI. Maybe that's pushing it for one of them, but, got a drift event next weekend, so it's kind of working with what we got. Say Andy. It's got his stamp of approval and I don't need anyone else's. So. Alright guys, we're at the track. Nick's grilling up some burgers. It's like halfway through the day, car's running great. I'm having trouble remembering the track, but we're about to put a GoPro on so I can show you guys what's going down. Lost the cap. Excessive blow by. Alright guys, so as you'll see from the GoPro video, we're missing an oil cap. There's something all over the window there. Nick, why don't you try and crank her over? Yeah, she's a little locked up. So, this motor didn't last too long, and it cheeched her last chooch. So, on to the next one. As you'll see in the video clip, it spewed all the guts out of the valve cover cap and locked the engine up. So basically pulled back to the pits and pulled the spark plugs out. One of the spark plugs was shredded, which I'll actually get that for you in a second. But just to show you something here, here's a pretty long screwdriver. This cylinder's at bottom. This cylinder's up. Cylinder's midway, whatever. But now, let's go to cylinder 1. Yeah. The piston must have disintegrated. I didn't pull the oil pan off yet, but I assume there's going to be a lot of metal chunks in there. The engine's completely knotted up. You know, it won't even turn over, something mechanical. Nothing went through the block, so I assume maybe a wrist pin went or the piston, you know, disintegrated. And I actually found out if you do want to turbo your M52, you do got to file the piston rings down a little bit. Apparently there's an issue with the piston rings button under boost, causing the ringland to fracture. So that's probably what happened. Either that or a combination of the crank sensor not reading right. So where does that leave us? Well, we got a decent chassis here with a cage in it. The RX-7, that thing's not really running too great at all. So, yeah, I bought an LS engine. So the plan, as of right now, is to throw this LS engine in this car with a CD09 trans, redo all suspension and angle with good parts instead of, you know, junk parts, strip the whole car down, all the wiring and everything, redo it all for competition next year, Pro-Am competition. So, you know, we'll see those videos coming up in the next few weeks as we're working on this. More news on that to follow.